Welcome to Euro 2024. Defending champions Italy. They will be up against it tonight with Albania, the scene of the 2006 World Cup triumph. They took down the host nation by 2-0. It was Del Piero back then and Fabio Grosso. For this side, they're by no means favourites to defend their title. They are still running on that high from that famous night in Wembley when they were able to beat England, the home of the Premier League. England winning that match, Italy coming back through, Leonardo Bonucci to capture that Luke Shaw's goal. Donnarumma, now the captain, was the hero, voted Euro 2020 player of the tournament. He, along with Luciano Spalletti, will try and guide through the Azzurri up against the Red and Blacks this evening. This is your home of international football for this summer, and the top flight beyond that amongst many competitions. It is a sea of red and black here, though. Over 50,000 in attendance at Signal Iduna Park. Defending champions Italy will begin their Euro 2024 campaign here. Given the difficulty of the group, it's the group of death. They'll be hoping to start with a win. Considered European minnows. Let's get a little bit of the Italian national anthem in the background for you. Reaching the knockout stages of a major European tournament for the 5th consecutive time. Italy will try and do that, buoyed by the fact that they've won 2-0 their last 2 opening matches at the European Championships. Turkey 3-0 and Belgium 2-0. Similar prospect cannot be written off here. Albania are the underdogs, although they do have the 12th man in the stands here where Dortmund play their Bundesliga football. Coach Luciano Spalletti, who took over last September after the unexpected resignation of Euro 2020 winning manager Roberto Mancini, is now in charge of Saudi Arabia. Lost 2 important defenders in Echebbi and Scalvini to injury before this tournament, and was still able to lead this team back-to-back clean sheets in friendly matches against Turkey and Bosnia recently. A 1-0 win in their last friendly with the Davide Fratesi volley. He'll now hope to, Spalletti I'm talking about here, that his side can deliver similar here again, as they have conceded just once across their last 6 group stage Euro matches. 5 wins and a loss. Albania arrive at just their 2nd ever major European tournament after finishing 3rd in the group stages back in 2016 when they beat Romania. They also lost to Switzerland and France back then. They qualified for this edition after topping their qualifying group ahead of the Czech Republic and also Poland. They won 4 of those, drew 3, lost 1 actually. Lost against Poland in that first match, and then they went undefeated then in the next 7. Silvino's sides have since boosted their form even further with 2 comfortable friendly victories ahead of this tournament, both of which saw them score exactly 3 goals. A closely fought tactical match could be on the cards here. 5 Serie A players in the starting 11 for Albania have conceded just 4 goals in total during their qualification campaign, whilst they've conceded more than once in just 2 of their last 15. Overall, it's extraordinary. However, one of those matches came against Italy when they lost 3-1 back in 2022. That was just a friendly, though, as they've lost all 4 head-to-heads since 2014. This opening fixture will likely prove a real test for Silvino and Berchem City's side. He is the captain as the teams are out in the middle here at Signal Iduna Park, getting their team photos. Donnarumma almost dressed in a little bit of green and gold to remind us of perhaps Brazil and the Copa América coming up, or Australia, South Africa. Wherever you are tuning in from, we thank you for joining us on the Live Sport EU Network. Flash score, your home of Euro 2024. PSG goalkeeper Gigio Donnarumma up against Berchem City for the toss. Tonight's referee from the host nation, Germany, along with the other 3, the 2 linesmen and the 4th official, Luke Aschmuller and Siebart, but Felix Zweier will be out there in the middle commanding things. Players to watch, all Italian eyes will be on Gianluca Scamacca, who scored 19 competitive goals for Atalanta this term, with 11 arriving before half-time, playing for The Italian side, Sassuolo, Nedim Bayrami, will have extra motivation here, and he's also contributed to 3 goals in Albania's last 2 matches. A goal and 2 assists. The hot stat, Italy have lost just once in their opening match at the European Championships. 2 times winners, 4 draws and 4 wins. So just that 1 loss. Can Albania cause an upset here? As I said at the top of the broadcast, they have the majority. It's a big capacity of over 80,000 here. 50,000 of them at the very least are Albanians. There's probably about 10 or 15,000 neutrals. Not expected to be more than 10,000 Azzurri fans here. All back at home in the motherland. Saw a sign in the crowd that says, "More pasta, run faster." We'll see if that works out for Luciano Spalletti's side. 65-year-old up against Silvino at 50 years of age. The ex-City, Arsenal and Barcelona player. He's been in charge of Albania since last year, as was Spalletti, who oversaw the majority of the group stage. Albania will kick us off in the red and black. And they're going from left to right. A long ball straight down the right side. We'll go through the starting 11 shortly as the ball trickles out of play. It's a long ball right over the heads of Azani. And we'll go with Albania's 11s. Strakosha is in goal. He beats Berisha to the starting position, reserve keeper for Brentford. But this is a big mistake here, and an early goal in the first 25 seconds. Albania punishing a shocking error from the throw. Di Marco giving it straight away, and that has been smashed above Donnarumma into the top corner. Glorious for the Albanians. And Bayrami, they won't let them forget that. That is the worst start possibly for a defending champion. A throw that went straight to Nedim Bayrami from the edge of the 6-yard box on the right side. He came in as Di Marco was trying to locate Bastoni. The throw bouncing to the advantage of Bayrami, controlled at once, struck it on the right boot, and that is top corner. Beautifully done. And the Sassuolo man hurts Italy. In the first minute of play, it is Italy 0, Albania 1. Could it get any worse? Looked as though it was a harmless long ball forward. And this will really get blood in the veins going around the Signal Iduna Park, and also back in Rome and Tirana. They will be partying in the Albanian capital. Can you believe this? Now Italy with their kickoff in the second minute of play as they concede a very early goal. What a tournament it's been. So many goals. Earlier today it was Spain defeating Croatia by 3-0. We saw Germany blitz Scotland by 5-1, and also 3-1 Switzerland over Hungary. But now it's Italy's turn to hit back as they go down the right side. This is a chance here. Big chance. Needs to find the top corner. It's been blasted over by Lorenzo Pellegrini. Electric beginning to the Euro 2024 first group game for Italy and Albania in Group B. And that was a delightful backheel from Scamacca, and Pellegrini losing his footing as he hit that. Curled it just wide of the right post from about 10 yards. Could have quite easily been 1-1. But Albania, if you just joined us, it is no joke. They have hit the front very early on through Nedim Bayrami. That is his 5th international goal in his 24th appearance, and that is a great payday for these Albanian fans. They want to believe their luck. But Bayrami, he is a devastating finisher. We've seen that set piece taker as well. How good he is. And Sassuolo going down to Serie B. He joined them from Empoli for €6 million. All that information on the Flash Score app itself. And a brutal start to life for Italy in this tournament. And Luciano Spalletti, as the national team coach, has only lost once. That was against England. With Albania, this would be some boil over, as Calafiori has it. We'll go back to that starting 11 for Albania. Didn't have time because of that throw from Di Marco that was intercepted and tucked into the top corner. Just a quality finish from an outstanding midfielder, Nedim Bayrami. Take a bow, sirs. Barella comes down the left. Italy looking for a way back into this game. To reopen the door to their title defence as Bastoni sends it over towards Giovanni Di Lorenzo. Room to be leaving Napoli. Forward to Fratesi. A few of the names there from Italy starting. We'll go to Albania. Strakosha with a back four of Jimsiti, Ayeti and Huzai, with Mitai the 20-year-old on the left side, rumoured to have lethal left boots by the Albanian Prime Minister, who was quite vocal about this game before. Almost had his own pre-match press conference. Long ball to send it towards that left wing where Di Lorenzo is being corralled by Seferi. He's given away a free kick against the Partenope captain, but a three-man midfield, Ramadani, Aslani and Bayrami, who's had his name mentioned about a dozen times already here. Luciano Spalletti looking at regal, debonair in his suit, Seferi, Broja and Asani, the front three. For Italy, Donnarumma brutally had to watch that sail into the top corner from Bayrami the first 25 seconds of the game. We'll get an official time on that for you in the first 5 minutes. It's Italy losing by a goal to nil. And in front of Donnarumma, it's a four-man back line. Spalletti going with a 4-2-3-1. Here comes Di Marco. He'll have to atone. That will be a big lump in the throat of the Inter left back. He's at left back tonight with Di Lorenzo at right back, Bastoni and Calafiori, the two central defenders, Jorginho and Barella, the two pivots, Pellegrini, Fratesi, Chiesa and Scamacca. So Italy do have the firepower to still get something from this game. Cannot lose this because next is Spain and then Croatia. So it only gets tougher unless Albania can hit them with another one. Wouldn't that be something as Di Lorenzo caresses it into the left half space. It's turned behind by Huzai. Just stay in. And getting back there is Azani doing the tidying up. He'll send it back to halfway. Brought back down by Di Lorenzo and Bastoni. Across for Calafiori, the Bologna man, who would have seen a couple of his teammates winning with Switzerland today. Barella sees an open man as Fratesi, and Chiesa is over there on the right wing. He'll have a shot at goal and deflects away. Might have been off Scamacca, could have been off Jim City, the two Atalanta teammates marking up on each other there. Jim City, the captain, number 6, Scamacca, number 9, both finding glory in the Europa League final. It was against Bayer Leverkusen, took down Liverpool and Marseille on the way. Still with the right side, Italy going from right to left. It's Pellegrini, low block there for Italy. Here's Fratesi, into the middle it goes, and good defending by Jim City to see it away, but they can't quite get it from the feet of Chiesa. Goes past, is that Jorginho making the run? Linesman flags for offside, but Chiesa has been a spark in this game as Spalletti's side look to equalise. Albania under the cosh at the moment. Italy in the famous Azzurro Blue, and they have never lost in the opening match apart from once. So this would be their biggest shock at the tournament, surely. Defending champion, although it is Italy in transition. They only took 9 players from the squad that won Euro 2020. Chiesa was a big part of that, scored twice. And seeing Albania now coming through straight down the guts of the field. Good ball out to Asani on the right side. Broja makes the give and go. Asani chipped it to the back post. Did it take a touch? Di Lorenzo headed that behind and gets a pat on the head from his captain. That's come off Di Marco again. He didn't have the best friendly against Bosnia, it should be said, but he's the number 1 left back in this squad, considering that Spinazzola could have passed his expiry date and no Destiny Udogi are injured. So Emerson Palmieri not in consideration. So corner kick Albania will be with Christian Aslani, the Inter midfielder. Can they double their lead here in the 9th minute? This will come in from the left side. Albania in the red shirts. It comes in. It's a low delivery. And again, it's been tucked behind. Italy just looking to curb this bit of momentum from the red and blacks. The rossoneri, as the Italians have been calling them, in the colours of AC Milan. And at the moment, they're playing like them. Aslani once more. Second corner of the game for Albania. It's a good up and away by Di Lorenzo. It'll be picked up though by Mitai. Still on that left side. Aslani surging. In the lead by a goal to nil. Good cross. Well, Jim City unfortunately came to him. He's hit it, swept it away from goal instead of towards Donnarumma. Might have been an offside call. Watching City tried to turn it towards the Italian goal. It was good conscientious work in from the left side, which was Aslani still over there after taking the corner, but Italy with a free kick for offside. Now Di Lorenzo with a switch on the halfway line with Calafiori. Now straight down the give and go with Fratesi up there. Di Marco, Pellegrini operating centrally with Scamacca on that last line. It's a mid-block at the moment from Albania as Italy persevere. Pellegrini, a lot of the traffic coming through him. Now Di Marco, he's got a really good left boot on him. If you can find a target in the middle, they've got the height there with Scamacca, but it's Jorginho. Now Di Marco wins a corner for the Italians. It'll go out the left side as well. Come off Nelson Huzai, the former Napoli man, now with Lazio in the past 3 seasons. They've just changed their coach. Marco Baroni leaving Verona to take over from Igor Tudor, who took over from Maurizio Sarri. But Scamacca will be the target. No doubt about this. Pellegrini and Di Marco need to work this out. 11 minutes in, Italy trailing by a goal to 0. Set piece will be taken short. Di Marco back to Pellegrini now. The chip into the back post. Big chance and a goal. The equaliser from Alessandro Bastoni. Beautifully taken set piece by the Italians. And now they're starting to get into gear. The defending champions have hit Albania from one of the most beautifully taken corner kicks. What a delivery from Pellegrini. The flight on that was gorgeous. And that is a big one from the Roma captain to the Inter defender, who's known more for his ball distribution than his actual defending. But it's Alessandro Bastoni who makes it 1-1 at the Signal Iduna Park. And Group B just getting going. Strakosha couldn't keep that up with his right hand, unfortunately for Albania, who took that early lead after just 25 seconds. But 2 goals already in this one. Kick-off now taken. This is football, summer football, I should say. The home of Euro 2024, the radio broadcast. You can sync us up with your visual stream if you've got one. Otherwise, thanks for joining. I'm David Freeney, your matchday commentator here in Germany for the big one. Albania now. Can they strike back and give it another little jab, a little uppercut, it would feel like, to the Italian fans? Not expecting to lose this, but they're back on level terms. And Luciano Spalletti will be a little bit happier now as Huzai takes a throw down the right side. Sends it forward. Well done by Calafiori to get his head over the top of Hassani. Silvino also decked out in one of the best fitting suits I've ever seen. Looks in form enough to be out there playing. Spalletti was a midfielder back in his heyday with Empoli and Spezia. Never made it to the big clubs, but does have the football IQ that every club wants as a coach. Silvino got the job with Albania after leaving Corinthians 2023. Both of these coaches joining. Spalletti's won a little bit more, you could say. 2 Russian titles, a Serie A with Napoli last year, 2 Italian Cups, and has only lost once as Italian coach, and that was to England at Wembley. Scamacca scored in that game. Can he score here as Bastoni brings it forward? Albania now taking the back seat and letting Italy have all the possession. That's a shocking ball from Di Lorenzo, overhit to Chiesa, who's playing at right wing. So that means that Di Marco will be able to push up on the left side and just work in the half spaces with Pellegrini, as we've seen the 2. They took that corner kick beautifully. Now Scamacca gets a toe, and he's claiming that's an Italian throw. It's going to Albania from the linesman in their back left pocket. Disappointing look from big Gianluca Scamacca, the former West Ham man. Beautiful match of football, the final one of the day. We'll go through tomorrow's games as broadcast goes, along with a bunch of other facts as Italy get it back. It's Calafiori wants to give and go. Had to give it to himself, in fact, because Pellegrini didn't come. Di Marco, who has atoned for that really poor throw found by Rami, and tucked it into the top corner. conspiring with Pellegrini and then Bastoni. Now a long ball sent out from Bastoni. That is not the best either. But Di Lorenzo trying to work that angle with Di Marco from right back to left back. But it is Di Marco that's pushing up higher than Di Lorenzo, who is leaving Chiesa to operate in that space. A stunning beginning to this game. The other one is Spain on top of Group B. Italy took them out in the semi-finals on penalties before they took out England in 2021. Now it's up to a brand new Italy to take the national side forward, the Nazionale as they call them. They are the defending champions up against the second-time qualifiers, number 65 in the world, Albania against number 9. Back up for Bastoni. It's a three-man backline. Italy have been experimenting with system changes, formation. It was a 3-4, 1-2 or a 2-1, however you want to look at it. In the friendlies, they beat Bosnia and drew with Turkey in the lead-up, and Albania with 2 wins. Now here's Di Marco into some good space, puts it across, and it's well defended with Jim City back there with Ayeti. Should mention Ayeti has played in Italy for a long time before joining CFR Cluj this season with 22 games there, but a mammoth job for him to be operating centrally with Herat Jim City, because Ayeti has also been a third division player in Italy in recent years. Last with Pordenone, who went bankrupt, and now in the 4th division, Padova, and also with Vela in Albania. Now is Jorginho. Goes square with Di Lorenzo looking for Fratesi. Now Scamacca tried to feed it on for the run of Di Lorenzo. Well done. But the shot comes, and Italy take the lead with Nicolo Barella. One of their best players from Euro 2020. Gets Italy into the lead with a beautiful drive from the edge of the box. And all of a sudden, the world is as it should be for the Azzurri. Barella, he had injury clouds over him coming into this. Now, big thank you must come to Scamacca, who put this ball forward. Di Marco's onside. He put it back for Barella from 20 yards in line with the that is the left post. He has driven that beyond Strakosha. Nothing he could do. You can't blame the keeper for that. That is a wonderful, is it a half volley? And you'd have to say that Elzid Huzai ducked out of the way, because that came like a bullet, ruthless, from the Inter midfielder. Fresh off a Scudetto win. It's 2 Inter players that get Italy back into the lead after falling behind after 25 seconds. They will check this, because it was marginal, but it did look as though Di Marco was onside. Jorginho asking questions. Now, according to UEFA rules, only captains can ask, but the referee is at the halfway line. Therefore, Bayrami, Chiesa, Barella, who's just had the check completed. He goes for another jab into the air because he gets to celebrate it twice. It's confirmed as a goal. Italy 2, Albania 1. 18th minute of play, but that goal was, I think it was the 17th minute goal. Barella in the 16th. It took a while between celebrations and then confirmation. But 3 more goals in this tournament. Are there any more? Albania now have to take the game to the Italians. Here they come again, down the right side with Chiesa. Put that forward, it's Fratesi. He won't be able to keep that in. Seen behind by Strakosha, that'll be his goal kick. Now I should mention also it is Bastoni's 2nd goal for Italy. That was the equaliser with a header. And Barella is the current crop in this squad. He has 10 goals in his 54th appearance this evening. Now, as I said, he had an injury cloud, missed the friendlies. He's back in the starting 11. Free kick here to Italy in the centre of the pitch in their own half, about 40 yards away from Donnarumma. But Bastoni to Di Marco. Now, I'm not sure if he passed that back to Barella, but that is more Inter Milan involvement. Spalletti, the former Napoli coach, that won the Scudetto with them, left for a sabbatical. was called upon as Pellegrini found some space on the diagonal. He brought back by Calafiori, who was a left back, now made as a left central back. Left Basel for just 4 million. Bologna picked him up, invigorated by Thiago Motta after discarded at Roma by Jose Mourinho. Now Chiesa playing at right wing. It's definitely not a 4-2-3-1 that Italy supposedly started with, as Di Marco chips that forward through the legs of Pellegrini. Did it hit an arm? No. So that's some decent marking by Ramadani, the Lecce midfielder. We saw Pongracic, his Lecce teammate, lose against Spain. He had a tough day in the office against Alvaro Morata. And Lamine Yamal, what a delicious assist for Carvajal's goal for 3-0. Now Di Lorenzo out to the right wing. Chiesa really starting to assert their dominance around his man quite easily. Wins another corner, surely. That has come off Seferi, who's playing as the left back, not as a left winger up forward in a 4-3-3. It is definitely a 4-5-1 at the moment, with Broya by himself, Asani on the right wing, with Seferi trickling back on the left to help out Mitai. Bayrami with a tremendous opening to this game. Would have been hands across the heads in Rome, in Milan, in Bologna, in Florence, also in Naples. Italy not too successful there. For those of you who have been following the Azzurri for a few decades, you will know. As Di Marco will take this from the right side, curled into the back post. Josh Kosher punched, and luckily Chiesa was there, was able to angle it away. But now it's Bayrami out to the left, the counter attack coming as Broya was knocked off balance, and that is a yellow cards. Who's that gone to? Lorenzo Pellegrini. I think he's committed that foul. The number 10 for Italy, who supplied the cross for Bastoni's goal. Just knocking Broya off balance. Professional, knew exactly what he was doing, and fully deserving of the first portion of the game. His job is to sit behind Scamacca and try and sit just far enough away from him that Scamacca might be triple teamed. He's been double teamed for a lot of this game as Ayeti gets on the ball, finds Huzai. Played at Napoli under Maurizio Sarri and then Ancelotti. Good work from Bayrami, back for Ramadani. Albania with a few passes. Haven't seen that since the opening few minutes. 22nd minute gone. Italy 2, Albania 1. 3 more goals into the bank in Euro 2024. Hungary 1, Switzerland 3. It was 4. 3 more with Spain, Croatia. 3 more already here. And we're only a quarter of the way in as Azani has the overlapping run from Huzai. He isn't that creative. Isn't known to be a goal scorer. Has gotten 1 or 2, I will say. Give some credit to the Serie A right back with Lazio now. Another run here from Maslani to Ramadani. Now Huzai on the left boot, chips it in. Good header up and away by Bastoni. Barella came, didn't make much contact. Albanian player went flying. Wanted the free kick. Referee says get up. That was well done by Zweier, the German ref here this evening at Signal Iduna Park. Out to the right for Huzai. This is a much improved spell. First class football from Albania. Ayeti. And for who? It's Jim City out there. Back into the middle for Ramadani. Chip over the top. It's Azani up against Di Marco. Both of them miss it, but Di Marco did enough to knock him out. And off balance. Both of them stroll back to the touchline. Di Marco's throw. He doesn't want a repeat. Nearly the same place as where he gave it away to Bayrami, who wasn't pushing up this time. But a big reply from Italy, who would have had about 60 to 70 million critics yelling at the screens and also at my commentary, radio commentaries around the planet. And I heard that Bayrami scored within a few seconds of the game kicking off. It came from an Italian throw straight to the Albanian midfielder. The Red and Blacks, supported by 50,000 here, have had to see 2 goals go in to their dismay as Barella gets away from Ozani, finds Calafiori, quick inside pass. Jorginho, 35 yards away from goal. His pass forward doesn't find Di Marco, goes in between two. It's out for a goal kick, and Albania can breathe a little. Silvino, the Albania coach, was part of Roberto Mancini's staff at Inter between 2014 and 16. Since then, he went on to be the Corinthians boss, also Lyon for a spell. He's the second Brazilian manager to coach at the Euros after Luis Felipe Scolari. Now Bastoni to Donnarumma. That was well worked out because it was Breuer, a Chelsea man who was on loan at Fulham this season, didn't get a goal at Fulham, got one at Chelsea in the first half of the season, got one assist at Fulham though, and has 5 goals for his nation. Now back in the middle with Pellegrini, a lot of space as Italy go into the attacking half. It's with Jorginho, slows it down, the metronome goes out towards Di Marco, had Huzai coming towards him, wonderful inside ball, and brought down by Pellegrini. Calafiori, Barella from Jorginho, now Di Lorenzo, Jorginho again. The trigonometry here with the angled passes. Jorginho just signed a contract with Arsenal to extend. Bastoni up for Calafiori, who I don't want to say is a controversial inclusion for this season. Even Di Lorenzo said he was not surprised by Calafiori's input at training, his ability, and he's a high-quality passer of the ball. That's given away by Di Lorenzo. That was clumsy. And away comes Ramadani, down the left side with Seferi. Cortesi comes towards him, who's been quiet in this game. 26 minutes in, Albania trailing after they were leading. It's 2-1 Italy. Albania in possession. Over the halfway with Bayrami. Now Huzai. And Zassani very close. It's only Breuer. Some space over the top if they can find Seferi and get around Di Lorenzo. It would be a small overload, be a 2-on-1 I think, but Italy will get the numbers across as they shift. Albania still with build-up here into the attacking third. Finally with Azani up against Calafiori, who dispossesses him. That was Cannavaro-esque. Now back in for Barella. Italy not wanting to make a mistake. It's on a penalty spot their own with Bastoni. Good delivery out towards Chiesa. Inside for Di Lorenzo. Albania retreats. Scamacca. They do say in Italy that you play with the ball as much as you play without it, and that is Scamacca's role right now. Retegui being kept out of the 11 by him. Retegui was out for about a third to nearly half of the Serie A season, but he's been quite prolific as an Italian national striker since leaving Argentina. Di Lorenzo back in as Jorginho out the right side, now in the half space, chips it over for Scamacca. Likes to create, takes Jim City away from the central area, so that leaves Fratesi, who's quite good in the air with Ayeti. Italy slower back down. Forward from Bastoni. Di Lorenzo, it's quite short passing. Good run though before the Spain game, because this is exactly how the Spaniards play if they get this close to goal. 40 yards away now. Barella for Calafiori. He needs to make the right decision. They've got the right side tilts as they go right to left. And the blue shirt, the white shorts, the blue socks. Good looking Adidas shirt with a trickle of green, white and red across it. Albania with a vertical black stripe down their red jersey. Black socks, black shorts. It's Bastoni. Can't hit them from long range as can Barella. That is how we have the second goal. Now Calafiori squares it up. There'll be Di Lorenzo. He thought about hitting it. Out to the right for Chiesa. Wants to take on Seferi. Draws in two. Albania, they creep up though. Trying to push Scamacca offside, and Calafiori. Out to Di Marco. Now, Pellegrini holding the touchline. Back inside. It's a masterclass here from Italy in terms of passing from one side to the other. Square ball by Barella. Di Lorenzo again. Jorginho went first time. Was seen away. Well done. Didn't reach Chiesa, but there's some work to do for Seferi to tidy up. He finds the Italian player and wins a throw. So Seferi He's playing with Banias in the UAE, first year there after leaving his Poltava, which is a Ukrainian side. He went on loan, he scored 11 goals and produced 5 assists there in just 25 games. He's got 3 at international level. Italy are back with it, as Albania have given away cheaply. Chiesa went for an angled pass, but there's Calafiori to win it back, and it's poor ball. A central area for Donnarumma. Italy will reset. They've got 5 up just across the attacking side of halfway. Bastoni. Chiesa wants to give and go. Di Lorenzo doesn't mind. It's half an hour gone. Italy 2, Albania 1. Big comeback here from Italy to hit the leads. And don't forget Poland, Netherlands is the early game tomorrow. Group D. Barella. Let's go through the flash score stats, as there's some slow build up here from the Nazionale, who are winning by 2 goals to 1. The flash score stats are available to you. The XG 0.53 for Italy, but they have 2. Albania just with 0.2 is their XG, but they have 1, so a bit better than expected. Now for Chiesa, takes on Seferi to the byline, wants to cross, goes around him. That's surely a yellow card against Seferi there, but it's play on. The acrobatics from Pellegrini went for what the Italians call a rovesciata, the bicycle kick. Di Marco puts it into Azani, and it must be an Italian throw, but that was a yellow card offence by Seferi, who almost hit the ball with his hand, and then he pulled Chiesa down, or tried to. Chiesa went on. Pellegrini went for the bicycle kick, couldn't connect because he was well manned by Elzid Huzai. Culminates in a throw-in. And that's an offside against Barella. Not sure how that worked out. The 1-2 from Di Marco. Anyway, Strakosha will take in his right back pocket. So Italy doing well to just deny the likes of Mario Mitai, who was talked up by the Albanian Prime Minister. That's right, the leader of the country, who says that he's Juventus level. He is an Italy supporter, the Albanian Prime Minister, but for one game he said this is the only game he hopes that Italy lose. And they were. His wishes were coming true after just 25 seconds. With Di Marco's throw back, they went straight to Bailami. At this point, though, the scores the way they are at 2-1 for Italy. It is Spain still leading the group with 3 points. Italy second. Albania would be third. And Croatia last. So if Albania can lose by less than 2, they would have the benefit on scoring goals. Also, if Italy can lose by less than 2, worst case, they would be in third place. But at this point, they're leading, and it is expected of Italy to win as Bastoni, Di Lorenzo get around the first line of defence, which is Broja. Now Di Lorenzo creeping up. It's a good ring. 5 midfielders defending for Albania, but they have a lot of ball watching to do. 33rd minute, Bastoni, Barella and Bailami, the 3 Bs. Every one of them playing in Serie A. Sassuolo, the 2 interplayers. Out to the right, it's Chiesa. Fratesi overran the ball. That was well done. Ramadani with Mitai to work it out. Now Scamacca puts it back in. Big chance here. Could be 3-1. No. Hits the post. That is Davide Fratesi. He tried to dink that over Strakosha. Chiesa still back with it. Puts it in, and there's no one there for Italy. Then he goes down as though he's been shot from someone in the stands. Chiesa's gone down. Now, is this a serious injury, or was he looking for the referee to stop play and look for a penalty check? You never know with Federico Chiesa, who was one of the stars of Euro 2020. Scored that goal against Austria and against Spain. And Fratesi, Italy's leading goal scorer from 2023. And he has, at this point in his career, 5, in for his 16th tonight. This is Scamacca with a beautifully weighted ball. It went past Aslani. The two interplayers coming to it, and that is a hand from Strakosha that has saved the day for Albania. Got a small touch on that, and that's why it hit the post. Otherwise, that was sailing in from about 6 or 7 yards. Chiesa down, and this could be bad news for Luciano Spalletti. Chiesa has been a live wire over there on that right wing. So a stoppage in play. He will go over the goals once more. Bayrami scoring in the first minute. He's rammed it high into the top corner from 6 yards after intercepting Dimarco's throw back to Bastoni. Then it was an equaliser from Bastoni himself with a header. Powerful header across from the right post into the left corner. It was from a corner. And then it was Barella who drove in line with the left post. Chiesa's up and going, he's jogging. Medical team around him. So Italy down to 10 just for now, with 10 minutes to go until the break. I have to say that Ramadani and Aslani have been the two busiest players for Albania, along with the likes of Jim City, and good work from Aslani and Saferi to be tracking back at support possession. 70% of that for the Italians. 8 attempts to 3, 2 on target to 1. I have to say that the Fratesi dink was on target. It was Strakosha and his brilliant goalkeeping that kept it from going in and put it onto the post instead. Albania used 26 different players during their qualifying campaign, the joint fewest of all teams that qualified for Euro 2024 alongside Slovenia. Italy always using qualifiers to test out some of the fringe players. Around the 40 mark as Calafiori chests it down, and Dimarco's under pressure, goes to Bastoni. It's a good pass as Breuer comes towards him. Now wants to run at Donnarumma. Breuer wearing the number 11. Donnarumma putting that forward with the number 1. Scamacca coming down that right channel, sent out by Jim City. Earlier today, Spain with Morata, Fabian Ruiz and Carvajal with the 3 goals. 3-0 win over Miko Modric's Croatia. For Switzerland, it was Dua, Ebisha and Mbolo. 1 goal for the Hungarians with Varga. Goal of the game for me was Ebisha. Last night it was the host nation that trounced Scotland by 5-1. Scotland's 1 goal was an own goal. Wirtz, Musiala, Havertz, Fulkrug and Chan, the Rudiger own goal in there, just to give something for Scotland. Just a negative 4-goal difference. Not sure if that will count, but they need to hit back. In that group there at the moment, we will go to the standings on the flash score up. It is Germany top with Switzerland 3 each in terms of points, but it's 5-1 to 3-1. The goal difference. Hungary in 3rd, Scotland in 4th. Calafiori sends it out towards Di Lorenzo, still in the attacking half, occupying space. Good pass from Fratesi. Good physicality to take Ramadani away. Now Jorginho, still 45 away. Di Lorenzo looks for Chiesa down the right side. It's Pellegrini, Scamacca there. Now it's back for Calafiori. And Bastoni's gone over to left back for now. Dimarco high up. It's 3-1, 5-1. We'll look at that formation as they come forwards. Just in that second phase, looking to get into the 3rd. Di Lorenzo back for Barella. Everyone getting lots of time on the ball, except for Fratesi and Scamacca, but that's the way that football goes. Now Scamacca's on the ball. Lovely touch forward. Here's Pellegrini. Danger. Dimarco sends the ball in, and that was well done by Jim City. Sends it out for a throw. instead. But he put that into a dangerous area, 6 yards away, directly in front. Needed Scamacca to be running back onto that. That's why Scamacca is so Ibrahimovic-esque. I guess that was the correct term. Needs to dance with the ball, take players away. He's got the back heel worked out. He's scored a couple of times in Serie A, and against Empoli. That's terrific. Here's Di Lorenzo under pressure. Jorginho playing in that number 6 role. Chip over the top. Pellegrini attacks it. It's Scamacca! No, it's a big save from Strakosha to deny the big Italian number 9, looking to make it 3-1 in the 40th minute. And that was Ayeti, outclassed by Pellegrini. He came towards Scamacca from 2 meters outside the right post, 5 or 6 yards away. Strakosha made himself quite big on that angle. And they have been able to weather a bit of this storm, keep their majority crowd, over 50,000 Albanians here in Dortmund. This is where Fabio Grosso scored down this end. Italy attacking it now. They've scored twice from it already. They get a good return on investment here. And the other one didn't concede against Germany. But it was second half of extra time. Fabio Grosso, if I remember correctly, 119th minute. Del Piero, from one of the best pieces of defending you've ever seen from Fabio Cannavaro, won the Ballon d'Or. He was able to win the header away from Ballack, get the ball chested down, find, I think it was Totti, Gilardino, and then Del Piero, pushing that past the German goalkeeper. I think it was Lehmann. Albania with that 41st minute, Italy leading by 2-1. Seferi on that ball with Mitai. Jim close. The captain gets it. Just down from him. Aslani looking to get one over the top. Settles it down instead. Goes back to Jim City on the halfway line left side. Now Seferi. Has to go in. Still Mitai. Good footwork. Broy is there, getting very deep on that left to help out. Aslani. He's got Scamacca to get past. Did the pirouette turn, got around him. Just will repeat, it's 5 Serie A players starting for Albania. And those are Jim City, Huzai, Aslani, Ramadani and Bayrami. Also got one playing in the Premier League, that's Broya. All coming towards him now. Settled down by Bastoni. Seferi of the UAE Domestic League. Jesse Azani plays in China. And there is Alan Ayeti, plays in Romania with CFR Cluj. And Strakosha also in the Premier League alongside Broya, that is the reserve goalkeeper. And Mario Mitai, the 20-year-old left back, playing in Russia. Di Lorenzo doesn't have much movement in front of him except for Pellegrini, who's on a yellow card. Cross for Calafiori. 2.5 minutes to go, then stoppages. Calafiori's ball has about 10 meters too much on it. It's well over hit into the stands. Over Chiesa. Right idea. So out for Hazai. From that throw, Albania will switch. Well done by Fratesi, closed down the space, and that will be the method of play. Fratesi will be able to run it. That first line of Albanians that want to push is able to shut it down when it mattered most. Now Jorginho is going to be penalised here for a foul on Seferi. This is about 35 to 40 yards away from Donnarumma's goal, out in the left wing. Tough ask for the Albanians. As almost a fable, the way that they started this game. Miracle goal from Bayrami, from one of the worst pieces of judgment from an Italian left back in history, Federico Di Marco. Going that straight to Bayrami. Now this long ball sent to the right half space. Jim City back for Azani. Wants the angle for the left foot shot from long range, and had Donnarumma worried, but it goes about a metre over that top left corner. Was able to work out just where he wanted to shoot from. It was about 25 or 6 yards. Looking in that left boot, in line with the right post. Needed something epic. Italy with the goal kick. Less than a minute to go, and then stoppage time in the first half. We'll see how many minutes, possibly about 2 or 3 with stoppages, you would think maximum. Taken short, out for Calafiori. Calafiori in for just his 3rd international appearance. 2 goals, 4 assists for Bologna. Di Lorenzo, a bit less on his goal return this season, just the 1 goal, but 6 assists, 36 games. He's one of the players that have played the most in Serie A in his starting 11, along with Barella, the only player who's played more, 37 games, and that's what Inter need to win trophies. I mean, Barella at his best and fit for the majority of the season, if not all of it. Champions League finalists. It was last season when they lost to City. Carlo Ancelotti winning that back after beating the club that plays at this very ground, Signal Iduna Park, occupied by Borussia Dortmund. 3 minutes of added time in the first half. Italy in possession. Bastoni back out in that right centre-back spot. Looks like a 3-man back line right now as Di Lorenzo's pushed up high. Can they get a late one, or can Albania strike back and level it up before the break? We'll be on the counter-attack at this point. Bastoni still looking. Jorginho is one of 2 Italians in that last line of defence, along with Calafiori. Di Marco trying to drag Azani and Huzai forward. Everyone has to pull back. The battle is on the halfway line. Jorginho with it though, as the centre-back. In front of him is Barella. He's well blocked. It's well done from Albania. Now Barella finds a vertical pass through. Fratesi can attack space. Coming towards goal. Thought about hitting it. Went out towards Chiesa. Scamacca, and the header from Lorenzo Pellegrini goes about a metre wide. A diving header. Chiesa put it in first time. That was off the shoulder from Pellegrini, so I think that would have counted. It is above that area that is in dispute. Now, I think Pellegrini was put off because it went behind Scamacca's head, only just shaved the back of his head. Pellegrini had to think quickly and couldn't find the left corner. Chiesa playing at right wing, sent that in on the left boot. It was whipped in. And Pellegrini, his ball chopped off by Huzai. Brought forward by Bayrami. It's 2 Italians there up against Azani. Di Marco wants a throw. Silvino is there on the touchline. Pleads his case, wins his nation. A throw, I think. No, he's lost it. Di Marco takes. Now Barella. Well done from Albania, just to mark that right wing though. Their right wing, it's Italy's left side. Looking for another loss in concentration. And Di Lorenzo has Chiesa running. Comes to Seferi, takes it back. Just over a minute to go in the first half, added time. Albania took the lead in the first 25 seconds of the game. Nedim Bayrami of Sassuolo, planting that above Donnarumma. Shocking beginning to Italy's title defence, but they have come back valiantly. Got to give them credit where it's due. They have taken the first half by the neck, you could say. They've hit the post through Fratesi, and a couple of good goals. Barella getting his 10th in an Italy shirt, and Bastoni, it is his 2nd to make it 1-1. His 5th year with Inter. It's also Barella's, coming at that same time. That is the end of the first half by the look of things here at Signal Iduna Park in Dortmund. Euro 2024. It is Italy leading Albania 2-1. Bayrami, Bastoni, Barella all 3 goals inside the opening 16 minutes. Since then, Italy have been dominant. Lorenzo Pellegrini with a yellow card. That's the only concern for Luciano Spalletti. Can Silvino have a chat with Pablo Zabaleta, I should mention, is the assistant coach for Albania. The Red and Blacks with a little bit of work to do to get back on level terms. You think they'll have to take something from the Italians to advance. Maybe a shock win here and then a draw against one of Croatia or Spain. We'll find out. For now, it's Italy, the defending champions, leading. It's 2-1 over Albania. We'll be back in about 10 to 12 minutes' time in the second half. City and a numerical advantage. Di Lorenzo tucks in as one of the central defenders, and back goes Fratesi at right wing back. So a chance here for Albania to strike. Can they get Italy while they're down and out? Spalletti, a little moment of concern. Out to the right, Italy happy to jockey through Di Marco. Now the switch comes back into the middle for Jim City. Steering traffic. There's Mitai. Takes it away from Chiesa. Vertical pass. The give and go. Unfortunately, Chiesa intercepts, but his ball straight back in for Seferi. 40 yards away. Albania looking for 2-2. Aslani. Now Ramadani. Back from Aslani. Bayramina. Still centre field. Not much idea. Bastoni has jogged back on, so Italy now back to 11. Still Albania unable to find space where it mattered most. Followincho, his controversial selection, made the squad instead of the likes of Bonaventura. That's a look to the future for the World Cup. Perhaps he did go to America but didn't win a cap there. Good ball over the top from Albania, trying to improvise. Need an excellent ball over the top. That'll bounce through to Donnarumma, who again is in the green with a few triangular patterns of gold and darker green. Looks very Brazilian as a goalkeeper. Probably Brazil and Italy with the best goalkeeping stocks on the planet right now. Brazil are in Group D of the Copa América. That'll be coming your way on Flash Score, home of Copa América, the audio broadcast. Jorginho, former Brazilian, started off with Verona. That's where Followincho played his football. It's coming back to Michael Followincho, but he was Serie B last season with Bari. Left there, and look what it did. They nearly got relegated to third division. He'll be back with his parent club Napoli. He'll be playing with Di Lorenzo if he stays. He's rumoured to be leaving. He's on the ball now. Squares it up for Calafiori. Centre field. Jorginho, former player with the Partenope. Barella, formerly with Como, and Cagliari. 5th year. This is Fratesi. Good ball in. Big chance. Needs to be put away. Isn't by Fratesi. And Strakosha again gets his body in the way, but it would have been offside in any case. Italy looking perilous coming forward, and Scamacca with those first time touches through. Fratesi marginally offside because Husai was in line with him, but Fratesi's shoulder was the wrong side, you'd think. And Ayeti trying to scramble that away. Taken by Strakosha. Headed unchallenged with Di Lorenzo. Now Scamacca. His ball intercepted by Seferi. Intended for Chiesa. Earmarked for the Juventus winger that is rumoured to be leaving and could be involved in a swap deal for Di Lorenzo, according to some reports. It is early days. A dramatic football transfer window undoubtedly will rage on until the end of August. Now on the bench for Albania, we do have Baliu, also Kumbula, Manai, who played with Spezia and then left there for Sivasspor. 18 goals and 3 assists, so he could be a trick up the sleeve here for their coach Silvino. Spalletti looking more animated now. He wants to consolidate, make sure that Italy take the 3 points. Third place, the 4 best third place teams are going through. Getting through as first or second is the priority. Could avoid the likes of France or England, or both. If the script goes to plan, for now it is. Spain weren't hot favourites to beat Croatia. It is an ageing side and a little underdone at the back, especially up forward. Budimir, not really the kind of striker you need to win a tournament. You just never know. Sometimes strikers come good in tournaments. No one expected Scalacci to do what he did for Italy back in 1990. He still didn't win it though. And Calafiori back in for Jorginho. Distributes it out to the left. Pellegrini's there. Give and go with Jorginho. Realised the angle wasn't good. Good box set up there from the Albanians. Chopped off by Azani. Playing his football in China. Still no changes in the game. There are 3 yellow cards. Barella. Will he play the 90? Sure he'd love to. Italy's best player by some margin, at least in the outfields. A lot of people thinking Donnarumma is the best, but it's all about scoring goals as well as saving them. They needed him in the semi-finals and the final in Euro 2020 to make sure they got through and lifted their second trophy on a coin toss back in 1968 after drawing with the USSR. 2 titles, no one expected them. Now, actually 7th favourite to win in 2020. Italy didn't make the 2018 World Cup, didn't make the 2022 one either, and very nearly didn't make this one. Now Mitai, good defending against Chiesa. Under the pump, taken away, doesn't look out Scamacca. Used his body well. Chiesa will go a goal, and that is a whisker wide. You'd say about a foot wide of the left post. And looking to do some damage with his left boot. Yeah, he did take it on the shoulder. Got around Mitai, who then very nearly ran into Scamacca with a clumsy challenge. Scamacca's not one to go down lightly, though. Chiesa blasting from the edge of the box, curling that beyond Strakosha. Nearly hitting one of the media behind there taking photos. Could be a deadly blow at that speed if you're a photographer. Take out your camera, no problems. On the hour mark here, it's Italy 2, Albania 1. Group B, defending champions, 9th ranked on the planet against the second-time qualifiers coming in at ranking 65. The Red and Blacks in first place in Group E in the qualifiers. Just lost once. That was the opening game against Poland. Then went 7 undefeated, won 4, drew 3, scored 12, conceded 4. 15 points, equal first with the Czech Republic. Poland getting through into the knockout qualifiers. They are here, the Polish, but they came 3rd in that group, along with Moldova and Faroe Islands. Never beaten Italy in the past 4 since 2014 when they started playing. Albanian Prime Minister Edi Rama, so they're divided by the sea, Italy and Albania, but united in everything else. It does seem a little like that. Albanians having a special provision to join Italian sides. And so they're similar as 2 drops of water. It's one of his pre-tournament quotes. Edi Rama, the Albanian Prime Minister, said the first thing, and I hope the last thing in my life, that I'll hope Italy doesn't win a match. And all that hope being thrust into the opening 30 seconds of the game through Bayrami, taking advantage of Di Marco's lack of vision to see that Bayrami could stroll through, take the ball away and plant it above Donnarumma into the top corner from 6 yards. That's how we started, but Italy have responded well. They bounced back superbly. 62nd minute, still leading by a goal. Still anything can happen. And Albania with it. They're getting a little more ball in this half. The Italians happy to give it away. And they too are devastating in transition, and they want to be. With Ciro Immobile, he wasn't selected for this tournament after a slow season for Lazio. He'll get his 200th goal for the club, though. In the Champions League. Always such a good runner off the ball, knows where to run. Scamacca, not that kind of player. It's much trickier at ground level. I think Scamacca has the height advantage. It's just under 2 meters as Jim City finds Strakosha. Albania posing no threat in the attacking half. Italy only conceded once against Albania. That's Ismaili. And I'll have to defend here. Good back off from Barella, the intended target from Fratesi. It's still outside the box with Chiesa. We saw what he tried to do a couple of minutes ago. Here's Pellegrini again. Now double team. Back for Di Lorenzo. They'll have to push back out the Albanian defence. Jorginho. With 4 red and blacks around him. Now it's Barella. Gives it for Bastoni. Back into space where they can breathe. Still very central. Di Lorenzo. Thought about sending it over the top. Went to Chiesa instead. Di Lorenzo, good first touch. Goes past Bayrami. Wants the return pass. Jorginho will have it cut off. And Di Lorenzo committed to the charge down on the goalkeeper. Calafiori heads it. Barella getting back to take it away from Broja. Still no one with a change. So Today we've had 10 goals. Yesterday we had 6. Barella on the ball, 30 yards away, coming in from the left half space. Now Jorginho lobs that over. Chiesa brings it down. Beautifully done. Pass Mitai. Square ball. Fratesi to the byline. Chips it back over the top. It's onto the top of the goal. The netting. So a moment of danger. Good fluid play by Italy. Barella's final pass, just a touch over hit. You'd say about half a metre. Fratesi did well to hook that back over. Did keep it in, but it was on his right foot from a very, very tight angle onto the top of the goal. Now it's Albania who can find space here. This is good, but Calafiori got back. Di Marco did the corralling on Azani. He tried to turn, Di Marco did, and Calafiori read the play. And that is exactly the style of Italian defending that the Azzurri fans will be used to the last 20 years, apart from World Cup qualifications and tournaments since their World Cup win at the Cannavaro. But they have had glory through Bonucci and Chiellini. It's coming to Rome. It's the famous tagline from the last tournament. Shocking Wembley. Luke Shaw's early goal in a couple of minutes, and Italy struck back in the second half that night and got home on penalties. Di Lorenzo on the ball as part of that side. So was Jorginho, expert penalty taker in that tournament, apart from in the final when he had it saved. Instead of Koscia, big clearance. One at home for Albania though. Delightful control from Alessandro Bastoni. So you can see they're starting to find their identity, Italy. Bastoni, Barella, 2 goals 5 minutes apart to take back the lead. Wrestled it back from Beirami. Get into play here. Pellegrini, Scamacca. Back for Jorginho. Out towards Chiesa. First touch. The win at corner. He's hit it off Mario Mitai. Plays his football in Russia. Lokomotiv Moscow. So over comes Lorenzo Pellegrini, the Roma captain. Changes to this Italian side from the win over Bosnia. For Albania, no changes from the 11 that beat Azerbaijan in the 3-0 friendly. As Di Marco and Pellegrini on this set piece again. Pellegrini stumbles, trips over the ball, but finds Di Marco. Good delivery to the back post. The free header's there for Di Lorenzo, and that has come off. I think it's Ferrat with the last touch. It's Ayeti. Is it? No, it's Huzai. Di Lorenzo, who more or less replaced Huzai. Did spend some time in Naples together. And Di Lorenzo was coming through, pushed Huzai over to the left back role, then forced out when they made sure Mario Rui was back to full fitness and brought in Oliveira, the Uruguayan. And Di Marco again, no one there for the short corner. Bastoni is up. He's being pushed by Beirami, so the referee gets involved. Again, Bastoni makes the run. It's a shockingly hit ball from Di Marco. It's a better set piece taker than that. And the header seen out by Jorginho. Albania let off the hook there. It's the loss in concentration from Federico Di Marco. Aside from Cambiaso, I'm not sure there's anyone else that can play that role. Di Lorenzo has played a left back for Napoli before. Have to be better than this against Spain. Di Marco as Barella clips his man, which is Azani. Now a change. First one of the game is coming. It is Albania. So it is Azani that will come off. In his place is Hoxha. Another change also is number 15, which is Seferi. In his place is the number 14, So will this provide some kind of spark down one of the wings? They need a bit more running on the wings. What can they do here? They've got a free kick sent in, dangerous. Bastoni was able to get an angled header away. Brought back in by Hotza. He's on left wing at the moment, up against Fratesi. Wins a corner. That was beautifully done. So Hotza on. He plays his football with Dinamo Zagreb. 25-year-old forward. Scored just once in 15 games this season after leaving Slaven Belupo, formerly with FC Balkani. Now Donnarumma punches, and then it's Aslani on the left boot who drags it well wide, about 5 or 6 meters wide of the right post from outside the penalty area. The Albanians still with a sense of hope and belief. The player in was Kazim Lassi, plays for Sparta Prague. Shout out to the Sparta Prague supporters there. I know you're there. 1 goal, 7 assists, second season there after leaving Ajaccio in the French second division as a midfielder, so having a bit more grunt. Albania. Silvino with the first 2 changes of the game. Italy still yet to make one. Spalletti will be just thinking about if he wants to change formation or if it's just straight up subs. Chiesa did take a knock in the first half. Reacted well. His last one in past the left post on the left boot. Di Lorenzo had his header turned away by Huzar. We've seen Scamacca saved by Strakosha, who made himself huge in that first half. He's on the ball once more. First time ball for Barella, who lost it. Now Calafiori take it from Broja. Slow it down. Switch out to Di Lorenzo, who's been immense, you have to say. A lot of Italians wanted Cambiaso in the side, but I think that's more for a 3-5-2 setup. Now Di Lorenzo intercepts here, looking to strike for the third. Chiesa, poor control. Gets it on the second attempt. Back for Di Lorenzo. Going through the Napoli captain right now. Finds Barella on the diagonal run, 40 yards away, closing in. Back for Jorginho. Bastoni puts it forward. Fratesi. It's a weak ball. Ill-directed as well. Now the pace, the foot race is on between Beirami and Bastoni, who finds the goalkeeper. 72nd minute, Italy holding on for a 2-1 lead. Given the circumstances in the first minute of play, I think Italy fans will be happy with this. Not used to seeing them react quickly with a couple of goals in 5 minutes. Didn't score too many in the qualifiers. Did score 16, but conceded 9. So 2 per game. Back in that world record stretch of 37 games undefeated. So exactly what this Italy is capable. Now a long ball from Albania. Looking to find space in behind that back line. Italy staying high. Donnarumma gets it on the bounce. Rolls it Calafiori. Barella driving it forward. And I'm predicting Spalletti will want to bring him off. Can he afford to with this much time left? Who would come in? Would it be Cristante? Fagioli going to be injured for this game. Took a knock in the friendly. Did start in the middle of the pitch with Jorginho. Brought him to the squad after a betting scandal ban ended. 7 months for the young Juventus midfielder. Calafiori, room to be going to Juventus. Who isn't? Di Marco, probably the only player out there not linked with the Bianconeri. Jorginho. Big switch coming. Chiesa couldn't win the header. Well done by Mitai. And Fratesi into the back of his man, which was Hotza, was playing at left wing. Wins a free kick for the Red and Blacks. Silvino did say that he's built a team that plays with heart and intelligence, each player understanding their role and collective goal that they're striving for. Facing teams like Italy, Croatia and Spain is a huge challenge, of course, but it's also an incredible opportunity to show the progress of Albania and make the nation proud. Broja's speed and technical ability will be crucial, and his ability to exploit spaces could be a game changer. So we've seen Albania start to go long now. 74th minute, they trail by a goal. Spalletti, what he said coming into this game, coming into the tournament as defending champions is an advantage, but we need to understand straight away that we need to behave like defending champions. They didn't do that in the opening seconds. So they need to convince themselves, not only the fans, in a way, they're facing ourselves. Sometimes your own worst enemy, I guess, is what he's going for there. Now, it's Hoxha who goes into the book for a dirty challenge in the middle of the pitch. The Albanian substitute, second of the side to get one. And this is for... It's going into the back, stabbing in on Fratesi, an unnecessary elbow into the back once Fratesi had already passed the ball. So Spalletti saying that they need to show what they're made of, to show what they have inside. It's a tricky match. Slovenia has done a very good job with a host of quality players, many of whom we know from Serie A. It's true, 5 starters in the Italian league here. See the close-up of a Baggio shirt. Chiesa's cross. Strakosha gets the deviated ball in. Hit Hoxha. Brentford goalkeeper, Brentford number 2. Keeping up Berisha this evening. He played 3 times at Euro 2016. Berisha did. So Zani and Seferi, the 2 starters that have gone up for Italy, still yet to make a change. Quarter of an hour to go. It's a free kick, an obvious one. It's on Broja. Unfair challenge by Bastoni into his back. Just around the halfway mark. Another change coming. Raymane will come on. Number 7 for Albania, their 3rd. Is it Broja going off? Should be a striker for a striker. Broja didn't score on the qualifying stage. Did score his first Albania goal in 2 years last month in a friendly, though. Minai didn't score either. He will come on. Number 7. Played Serie A football with Spezia as a Barcelona youth product. So that is the front 3 now changed. Italy looking like they're going to bring in some reinforcements as well. It's Cambiaso will come in on the right side as Chiesa goes out. And Pellegrini is the other. So it's Brian Cristante coming on. 2 changes there for the Italians, the reigning European champions. Cambiaso, I think will play on the right side. Plays his football with Juventus. Actually in a fight with his former club, Bologna, does he would have finished 3rd, 4th and 5th. Pellegrini, Chiesa out. In is the number 24, Cambiaso, and the number 16, Cristante. So that's Juventus and Roma players coming in. One Roma midfielder out. And a defensive midfielder who can play as a central defender as well, Brian Cristante. So another player that featured in Euro 2020 in the final. Cristante, 29 years of age, decent season, 37 Serie A games played, 3 goals and 4 assists in Europe, 1 goal, 1 assist. As Albania come down the right side with Huzai, goes for the cross, it hits Calafiori. Di Marco will mop up along with Barella. Calafiori, important decision here. Same with Barella. Toe pokes it forward. Cristante, Calafiori. Still they work it out. They find some space in a very tight area of the pitch. Fratesi, now it's the counter-attack on. Di Marco was allowed the time to get forward on the left. He's got Scamacca still central, but 5 or 6 red and black shirts between them. Over the top it goes for Fratesi. This is brilliant from Italy. Trying to keep it in, taking it away from his teammate at club level for Inter, Aslani. Eventually gave up the chase. Fratesi with real workmanlike performance, playing between the defensive area of midfield, box-to-box midfielder that can play as a second striker, they call them in Italy. Can play just off the likes of a Lautaro Martinez or a Marcus Thuram, or in this case, Gianluca Scamacca. Does play for the Nerazzurri, but for the Atalanta version, European winners this season. Something that Inter fall short of against City in the Champions League. Atalanta did it in the Europa League, their first European title under Gianpiero Gasperini, who Scamacca did credit in the lead up to this game. Is Di Marco. Might have to go alone here. Goes for goal, and it's high, straight to Strakosha, who got it with 2 hands from the edge of the box, about 24 yards away. Albania looking to make something happen on that right wing. We'll have to go back to the defenders. It's Jim City. Aslan. Cambiaso is the other player that came on. So in for Chiesa in the 77th minute. That's on you, Juventino, for another. That's a bit of difficulty here for Bastoni, who had to nudge his man, which was Ray Manay. Out comes Donnarumma. There's a bit of manhandling there from Bastoni, but it was given the other way. Cambiaso, 2 goals, 3 assists in 34 games for Juventus this season, formerly with Alessandria, Empoli, Genoa and Bologna. He was on loan at Bologna. It was an €8.8 million move from Genoa to Juventus back in 2022. He was sent out again. Genoa was relegated. Bologna was still there, and he went there. Didn't have the season under Motta that they had this time. Calafiori, beneficiary of the 2023-24 season. Here is Cambiaso now on the ball. He's playing at right wing back. In front of him is Fratesi. Behind is Di Lorenzo on the ball with Bastoni. 10 minutes to go. Jorginho finds the angle out for Cambiaso. He's a good ball carrier. Rolls it under the left boot. Comes up 18-20 yards away. Jorginho won't shoot from there. Di Lorenzo still toe pokes it out. Cambiaso happy to go in towards Jorginho. First time ball from Di Lorenzo into a crowded area. Mitai, good header. Hocks up on a yellow. Has to work it out. Finds Mitai on the turn. Swivels around Cambiaso. Chips it over the top. But Italy have them boxed in. Cristante. Bit of energy there. You can see in the chasing the game, Albania go for 3 substitutions, all in the front third. Italy leading, go for 2 substitutions across the midfield. That is where the run on the first line of defence comes from. We might see a couple more changes in a moment. See a couple more blue shirts. Ball goes into the face from Cristante, straight into Ramadani. A couple more changes for Spalletti here. So making sure we get fresh legs in. Scamacca's had a wonderful game, hasn't scored, could have. It will be Retegui coming in. And also Di Marco going out, and that will be Damian coming on, which could mean Damian will swing over to right wing back, Cambiaso to the left, but Damian can play there as well. Retegui and Damian. Retegui with Genoa. On for Scamacca. Damian in for his teammate Di Marco. Will be criticised in La Gazzetta dello Sport, undoubtedly, for that throw and allowed Bayrami in. It was just well done by Bayrami. Poacher's goal, but still needed to finish it. A lot of other players would have put it well over the top or to the side. And found the top corner. Stuff that childhood dreams are made of. Fratesi now, good ball back into Jorginho, very central role now. Cambiaso, Di Lorenzo operating right side. Now they find space. Here's Fratesi in behind, needs to get a good cross in. Doesn't find Retegui. Nudge down towards Jorginho from Cambiaso. Di Lorenzo, Cristante, standing just in front of Bastoni and Calafiori, who is 35 yards away. Jorginho trying to draw out Lassi. Now the switch, Bastoni. Then back inside, Jorginho. Another epic performance for him, a real pedigree here. Italy winning a lot of their games because of their midfield. Let's see how they go against Spain. Lots of Pedri. Cristante. Jorginho still playing the triangles with Calafiori. Lovely ball forward. Cristante nudged over. That's got to be a free kick to Italy. Just on the attacking side of halfway. Cristante wanted the advantage. 85th minute of play. Italy leading by 2-1. We're live here on Flash Score, the home of Euro 2024, Copa América and top flight football. At this stage, Italy will be on top of, or equal on top with Spain in Group B, and then you would think Spain will be happy with the draw against the Italians to keep that position. Tough beginning to the campaign for Spain to take on Croatia, then Italy. 20th of June in Gelsenkirchen, another city which Italy is quite happy to visit. In the 2006 World Cup, Croatia on the 24th for them in Leipzig. Albania have Croatia next in Hamburg, then Spain in Dusseldorf. Then it's UEFA Nations League. Red and black to the ball. Aslani swings it across to Ayeti. Huzai. Jim City. Mita. Good play from Hoxha to get away from Di Lorenzo. Used his body well, bounced off Di Lorenzo. Now down the left touchline he goes. Bastoni comes to cover. But Hoxha, heavy touch. Cristante comes, stabs the ball into Hoxha, and that's an Italian throw. That was outstanding work, though. Hoxha, who's come in and has done a reasonable job coming in for Seferi on the left. Di Lorenzo now have to take the throw, but there's another change. The Albanian hero of the evening. It looked as though it would have been a boil over with Bayrami's goal. He comes off for the final 4 minutes. It was the way he was able to intercept that throw, put it over the top of Bastoni's foot, over the top of Donnarumma's save, top corner, top right corner for Bayrami. On comes the number 17, Musi. Di Lorenzo will go down the line. Italy looking to hold on. Haven't pressed for the third goal as hard as some might have expected. Well on back in midfield. Ernest Musi plays with Besiktas in 13 games last season for 3 goals. Before that was with Legia Warsaw in the Polish league, and started off with KF Tirana, which is based in the Albanian capital. Now down the right wing. Albania looking more enterprising, wanting to get quicker passes forward. Cristante though for Italy. Fratesi stabs it forward. It's Cambiaso, weaving run, horizontal though. And Barella can settle it down. Albanians working in packs here, attacking in packs. Can they get something in the final moments and get an all-important, valuable UEFA 2024 group points and keep them in the running? You'd think if they lost to Italy here, well, they'd have to win one of their last 2 games. Croatia might be the more likely, although they will respond. And they've got Brozovic and Modric in that midfield. Fratesi on the right side, still in his defensive half. He wins a throw that was expertly done by the Inter super sub who was starting. I think his direct replacement would be Folorunsho. He's an impact midfielder. They have made 4 changes, so have Albania. He's hardly been in the game, but now he makes that run down the middle. Italy's given it away. Albania win it through. It's Broya, it's Manai, excuse me, on the ball. Square, nearly intercepted by Fratesi, who is playing as a second striker now. Italy's in a 4-4-2 right now. Albania has the ball with Lassi on the right wing. Back for Musi. Ayeti. As I said, lower league player in Italy with Padova and Pordenone, but he's leading his back line along with Jim City. A contrast between those two, one winning the Europa League, the other playing 3rd division. Kosha wanted to go short with his back pass that he received from Jim City. He'll chip it over the top. He's found good space. Retegi now sprints back. He's got a full tank of petrol. One of the late substitutions. 90th minute though. Albania need to find something. Need to dig deep here. Long ball comes. Beautiful ball. Good chest down, and Donnarumma's off his line, and that just flashes across the face of goal. Italy have escaped there. That was Manai from a very tough angle on the right boot. Nearly a wonder goal. It all started on the halfway line. A 45-metre pass over the top of the Italian defence. Calafiori couldn't close down Manai, who chested it down. That was silky. Donnarumma got a touch off his body. Otherwise, that was on target. And just as Strakosha has done, Donnarumma has stepped up as the captain of Italy and ensured that they do not concede a second goal and maintain their lead. It is Italy 2, Albania 1. Now into second half added time. And that is a big scare for Italy. Defending champions holding on. Long ball to the chest of Donnarumma. Takes it as though he's a cricket midfielder, an outfielder. Straight down the throat. Now a couple of bounces as he settles it down. How much added time do we have? Let's go to the flash score at 4 minutes in total. So he's holding on to this. There is a streaker. So we're going to have to hold on a moment. Donnarumma asking the streaker to make way. Forced to give the ball back to Felix Zweier, the German referee for the evening. 4-time finalists, 3 of those this century, Italy. I have to go back to that. That is a remarkable ball over the top of the Italian defence. Manai, the way he chested that down, I wonder he's a Barcelona youth product. Very nearly striking and getting the equaliser. Folorunsho will come in for the final moments of this game, so getting his tournament debut. Michael Folorunsho of Verona, owned by Napoli. A couple of goals with Verona. Barella, another hero, got the goal to get Italy back into the lead. But Folorunsho will come in to see out this game. Where's the number 25? Nigerian descent. So it's a wonderful moment for Michael Folorunsho, playing the second division last season. And this season, 26 years of age, 5 goals, 1 assist after leaving Bari, where he got 8 and 2. Before that, with Reggio Calabria and also Pordenone, the club that Ayeti was playing for. Started off with Victus Francavilla. And here he is on the ball. Was able to chest it down. Wins a free kick that was quite committed from the Italian substitution. It's just come on, sent down. It's a hard challenge from Ramadani. Folorunsho known for his ball carrying. It could be part of Antonio Conte's plans. We'll see in the summer window that is coming. I think Foloruncha will be back in there. With Zielinski leaving for Inter. Zielinski will be playing for Poland tomorrow, so that coming your way as well. Italy looking to see out this game. If the streaker might have an extra minute or two added on. So a little bit more hope for Albania, a little glimmer as Cambiaso nudges that on. That'll go directly out of play though from Mitai. Left side of the pitch, goes back into the pocket where Jim City waits. Good first time pass. Strakosha. Again, they want to go right side with Ayeti. Forced to go straight down the guts. Good tap down. Ramadani over the top. Seen off. And that was well done by Darmian. Cambiaso now hacked. That was right in front of the referee. You're never going to get away with that one. And this time, the foul committed by, I'm sure that's Hoxha, Taslani rather. A bit disappointed, giving bragging rights back in the Inter dressing room. Now Fratesi, it's a little bit of aerial ping pong. It was subtly done by Mitai, calmly, and now the long ball again. Italy under fire. Cross comes Bastoni, but that's Di Lorenzo. Was that a foul? It's called play on. Now back in from Cambiaso. First time ball. Foloruncha again under real pressure. First time ball was intercepted. Albania back with it. Now the switch comes. Desperate times. 95th minute of the game. Over the allotted 4. Foloruncha full of running. Trying to close down Ayeti. Now it's Retegi. Inside is Aslani. They all pile forward now. Albania. Foloruncha running back to try and close down the man. Cross comes in. Half a chance here for Hoxha. Needs the angle. Left half space. The shot comes in and it's curled just wide by Mitai. And I think that might be enough for Italy to get the points. They put up a real fight tonight, Albania. No one expected them to take that lead. Showing that they have quality, just like the other three in the group of death. As Jorginho now needs a helping hand, literally, by Di Lorenzo. That is the final moment of the game. Albania looking for the equaliser, but firing wide from Mario Mitai. And Italy getting the points in Dortmund at the Signal Iduna Park, winning by 2-1. Bouncing back by the 16th minute, they retook the game by the scruff of the neck. They were denied by Strakosha a third and fourth goal. They hit the post. Strakosha then saving from Skamaka. Albania a much improved second half, and they will take that into the match coming up on the 19th against Croatia in Hamburg. That will be covered here on Flash Score, just like all the other games. 51 in total for the Euros. And tomorrow, starting with Poland and Netherlands at 2 p.m. British time. Joshua Smith will take you through that one. Adam Marsden through Slovenia, Denmark, 5 o'clock kickoff. In the late game, the big one, Serbia and England. Matthew Rhodes will be on commentary duty. Plenty more games throughout the week, and then the Copa América starts around the 21st.